Hi, I'm Andrew Berman from the Mortgage News Network, and you're watching another video press release. With me today, I've got Brad Sivert, who's head of Proptech for Tavant. Brad, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Hello.
So listen, I got a couple of questions I want to ask you, but before we get started, let's talk about what is Proptech?
So Proptech is it's a word that is kind of the flavor of the year, if you actually think about it. Fast rewind in our lives, in our careers. FinTech was a big word 10, 12 years ago. Well, now PropTech is taking that kind of space over. All it really means is property and technology. And if you think about it, there's so many different paradigms and dimensions of this. For my personal life and my personal home, I've got a Wise video camera behind me. I got Alexa in the background. I talk to everything, including my Xfinity TV remote. That's property technology. On the other end of the aspect, it's a real estate technology. How Americans shop for their homes. Everyone is shopping for their home on a mobile device these days, whether on Realtor, Zillow, or Redfin, Compass, Open Door, and it's the interactions they have in a digital mindset for how they shop for the biggest purchase of their life. And the home is the emotional connection. The home and shopping for it is all about the emotion. The mortgage is the burden and the financial part of that emotion. Right. But the exciting part is truly getting in there and finding your dream home. And those all are the different elements in the range of PropTech as we talk about it today.
Yeah, no one gets excited about their payment. They get excited about hanging out actually in their backyard at the barbecue. That's what they get excited about. So listen, talk to us a little bit about how Tavant's previous experience in FinTech and AI allowed you guys to transition to PropTech, and how you plan on leveraging those skills in each stage of the PropTech cycle.
Sure.
Life cycle.
So Tavant's core technology that spun out of Amazon about 20 years ago, focuses on high-tech engineering. And high-tech engineering is all about API calls between engineering platforms, which ultimately improve the customer experience. Traditionally, a strong focus in lending, one of Tavant's core specialties right there. 1 in 4 mortgages in the United States touches a Tavant platform. And you take that technology, all those API calls that are already built out there, there's about a 60 to 70% overlap in what is done that Tavant has already built on its bus platform. And you put it over on the real estate side, and you look at these big companies, the household brand names, many of which are Tavant clients already, and how they interact with the home buying experience, how you do home shopping, iOS, Android, these deep engaged models. And then augmented reality, virtual reality, and then the algorithms, AI and ML really come into play when you talk about the different mechanisms for how you price a home and how you shop for your own home, and how home sellers and real estate portals price and display different aspects of your home. Really, at the end of the day, making it feel like a truly customized experience for you, leveraging lots of technology that has already been built. And I don't want to use the word repurposed, but really what we're doing is we're taking core technology that was built and allowing it to be used in a different but very similar vertical.
Wow, that's amazing. So listen, I mean, you obviously, this is some stuff that you're passionate about. So where does your passion come from? Talk a little bit about your background and how you're helping Tavant kind of expand its focus into PropTech.
Sure. My passion is about home buying. The home is everyone's dream, whether you rent it or own it. The dream in America is a home, something you come home to, where you raise your kids, where you raise your family. It is the biggest emotional connection you have with an inanimate object, if you actually think of it from that perspective. And so I've been in the FinTech space for a long time. And while payments and things have always excited me, what really excites me is how you can allow and enable, actually empower people to get into their dream home, something that means a lot to them. And so that's what's really gotten me excited about this. And specifically, real estate has been one of the last markets and industries to adapt to this mega tech trend world that we live in today, where literally everything I do, from shopping for groceries to paying all my bills, is done on a mobile device. Now all that is happening in the real estate world as well. And it's super fascinating.
That's awesome. So let's within the PropTech space, I hear iBuyers are quickly becoming a trend. So how are iBuyers changing the real estate market? And do you think actually that this is just like a passing trend, or is it something that's a new paradigm that's here to stay, Brad?
So if you'd asked me this 4 months ago, I wouldn't have known if it'd be a passing trend or not. Right now, I would say it's going to be here to stay. And that has a lot to do with the pandemic that we've gone through and how that's changing the world. So for those of you who don't know, the iBuyer model is the ability to sell your house to an iBuyer, an instant buyer, right there on the spot. And many times it can be done in 24 hours. No one's coming to tour your house. You don't necessarily need a real estate agent. You don't have to stage your house. You don't have to have 150 people come through your house every Sunday to find it. It enables you to sell your house at essentially at the appraised value of your home to 1 to 2% below the appraised value on average. So if you have a home that is a $500,000 home in Staten Island, New York, for example, traditionally an iBuyer would buy that for 2% less than the appraised value of the home. So you're saying, wow, do I really want to sell my house for $10,000 less than its true appraised value of $500,000? That's a great question. I'll use myself as a very personal example. Many years ago, I sold a home on the East Coast. Unfortunately for me, it was on the market for 18 months with no one living in it. I paid to have it staged. I paid the mortgage for 18 months. And at the end of the day, I sold it for 30% less than my asking price. And what did I sell it for? I sold it exactly for its appraised value. My emotions got a hold of me and I thought I could sell it for more. It didn't win. So iBuyers allow you, especially in a market like today, when you don't want people coming into your house, you don't want the hassle, you want to sell your house. It allows you to sell your house for a very fair value. And fair is the key word. No, you're not going to get, 120% of your appraised value. It's a fair transaction. And then the iBuyer takes that home. They will sometimes renovate it. Other times they'll turn around and flip it. And ultimately, they don't want to hold on to your property for long either because that is expensive inventory for them. So their goal is to sell that property within 35 days, essentially flipping it, but done at more of a commercial level. And that's how a lot of these players, the Open Doors, the Zillows, the Orchards and Homewards of the world have set up their business models. Unfortunately, the pandemic has thrown a wrench in all their business models because right now people aren't buying as many homes. And so they're stuck holding inventory, which means they're reacting to their business models in a very positive way.
Yeah, no, it's great. Listen, it's no question about it. To know actually that you can eliminate some of the headaches from the iBuying process or from the buying process or from the selling process with the iBuyers, it's a great thing. And, this is definitely an awesome tech opportunity for you guys. So listen, I really, really appreciate you taking the time to meet with us. Brad, it's great having you on a video press release here.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. It's been great talking to you, and thank you all.
All right. Now, I'm Andrew Berman from the Mortgage News Network. Thank you for watching.